Many music fans know Australian Russell Hitchcock better as the lead singer of soft rock duo Air Supply, who had quite a few hits around the world. Russell has spent some time here in Nashville putting together a new album which ended up on a 2-disc collection. Lynn caught up with Russell here in town to celebrate the release of that new music.
I'm here with Russell Hitchcock from Air Supply, who is doing a Tennessee project. How exciting. How in the world what inspired this?
Well, it was an easy decision. I met the producer, Rob Rappaport, in LA a couple of years ago, and we were having lunch with a bunch of friends, and he just threw out, "How do you feel about doing a record in Nashville?" And I said, "I'm in."
I'm in.
That easy.
And you came to Curb Studios.
Yes.
and did the whole project pretty much.
Yeah.
And I guess it wasn't a lot of people didn't know you were here.
Well, I tend to keep a low profile when I can, but it was a great experience, great studios, great staff there. Craig, the engineer, was awesome, and I'm very, very happy with the results, and I hope you'll give it a listen.
How far is far enough away from Colorado?
Talk a little bit about the difference that you, from doing Air Supply and you guys still tour and all of your millions of records you've sold, the difference that you felt doing country. Was there a big difference in it? Or?
Well, there was. I was like taken out of my element a little bit in my comfort zone, because I've been used to working with Graham Russell for the last 36 years, and every time I was in the studio it was with him, and the people that I know in Los Angeles. So it was, the first couple of days I was thinking, did I make the right decision doing this? But everybody involved with the project was so supportive, and the musicians were great, the sounds are great, the production's great, and the songs really touched me. And it's not such a departure from Air Supply. They have great melodies, great lyrics, and they tell stories, and that's what I'm all about. When I want to sing a song.
Talk a little bit about working with Rob, and had you guys ever worked together on this level?
No, this was the first time, and I was very impressed with him. He's very efficient, because I get bored easily. So he was like on the money with everything. And the guys that played on the tracks, I think we recorded the basic tracks in 2 or 3 days, 20 songs, which was amazing to me. Because in Los Angeles you tend to, work for a few hours and then go over break and come back, and it takes you 2 years to get something done. But, the atmosphere at Curb Studios is great. It was, once again, so far from Los Angeles, very mellow, intimate, cozy and homey kind of place, There was nothing there to distract us from getting the job done, and it was just a great experience, and I'd love to do it again if I can.
If you hold me like you love me, tell me that you need me.
I read where there's going to be 2 singles released. Are you guys doing that at one time?
Yep. The country kind of release is Far Enough Away from Colorado, and the other one is Hold Me Like You Love Me.
That's a little bit of a different way to do it, but I'm sure they're going to play it on all markets.
Well, I think the fact that we've gone with 20 songs is a big challenge for me. Certainly, I said to Rob, you're out of your mind releasing 20 songs, and he said, why not? They're all great songs, so there's no point, keeping them back or whatever, because, each one of them has a separate story and a great lyric and a great story to tell. And hopefully, between the country kind of thing and the pop thing, we'll get some good coverage.
Absolutely, absolutely, because I'm sure all of your Air Supply fans are curious and want to hear.
They'd better be.
Well, I know I was. I heard it and I was like, wow, that's really, really great. And I think it's like you said, music, great melodies, it's all the same.
Well, that's what I've always been about. Air Supply's been about great songs with great lyrics and music moments that are going to touch your heart, and I think I've done the same thing with this project. I'm very proud of it.
Now it's time for our weekly songwriter tip, brought to you by Nashville Songwriters Association International. This week we sit down with former A&R guy Kirk Boyer as he talks about keeping a goal in mind when pitching your music.
What you want to do is to pitch a song that brings distinction to the artist. Obviously it needs to be a hit, but it needs to be a hit that brings distinction. Keep in mind that what your goal is, as the person pitching the song, is that you want to provide the producer and the artist with material that will bring distinction, that will set them apart in a highly cluttered musical environment.
Check out NashvilleSongwriters.com for more information on NSAI. That's about it for this week's show. Don't forget that new music we have up for grabs from Russell Hitchcock. If you want to enter this week's drawing, you have to enter online at InsideMusicRow.com. You can also pick up the latest new music from the Grass Girls while you're there too. Now, if you want to get Inside Music Row to go, search for the True Country app and download it today to get exclusive artist features and interviews. Don't miss us next week when we hit up a #1 party for Blake Shelton. We're going to leave you today with that #1 song from Reba, Turn On the Radio. Until next time, I'm Bailey for Inside Music Row, and I'll see you again real soon.